Welcome to Royal Secrets. A mourner feels snubbed by Meghan Markle as the royals greet passers-by outside Windsor. As the Duchess met visitors in front of Windsor Castle, Meghan Markle appeared to be overlooked by a mourner. Following the Queen's death on Thursday, the Prince and Princess of Wales and the Duke and Duchess of Sussex put their differences aside to welcome mourners paying tribute to the monarch. In their first joint appearance in more than 2 years, the Fab Four came together to express gratitude to the grieving. In March 2020, Meghan and Harry resigned from their positions as senior royals. Since then, they have made a number of public statements criticizing the firm. The Duchess of Sussex was therefore not well received by everyone. The Duchess maneuvered through the crowds lining the driveway, which served as the location of her 2018 nuptials to Prince Harry. One woman was observed lowering her head to escape Meghan's field of sight. She smirked, shook her head, and laughed as she turned to face the person standing next to her. Others didn't extend their hands to welcome Meghan, giving the impression that they were avoiding her. Social media users posted a video of the incident with the title "Lady in the Blue," having none of it. Others, however, were ecstatic to see the Duchess back in the UK and approached her for hugs and flowers in honor of Her Majesty. The four were welcomed back by cheers from the crowds, who were happy to see them again. A well-publicized feud between the Prince of Wales and the Duke of Sussex, who is living in California with Meghan, has been at the forefront of the Megxit fallout. The Prince of Wales believed it was a significant demonstration of family solidarity during a very trying moment for the family, a royal source said. Ahmed Scobie, a co-author of Finding Freedom, stated, "The YELLS had always been planned to welcome well-wishers at Windsor Castle, but royal insiders believe the decision to invite the Sussexes was taken at the last minute. It is without a doubt a pivotal point in the development of the brothers' friendship." When the Queen's health deteriorated this week, the Duke and Duchess of Sussex were already in the country. The couple is staying at their Frogmore Cottage house, which is close to the YELLS' new residence Adelaide Cottage. The couple visited Britain as part of a mini-European tour. After that, Harry travelled to Balmoral by himself and arrived there an hour and a half after learning of his grandmother's passing. The last resting place of the Queen, where she will join her beloved Philip and the people she loved. After her funeral, the Queen will be buried next to her late husband, Prince Philip, and her parents. Around 10 a.m. on Sunday, the Queen's coffin departed Balmoral. The royal standard and a lovely floral wreath were draped over the coffin as it passed through the gates of the Aberdeenshire estate. It left Edinburgh towards the Palace of Holyrood House, passing through Perth, Aberdeen, and Dundee. The town closest to Balmoral Castle, Ballater, saw it travel by as hundreds of mourners gathered to observe the hearse. Princess Anne will fly with the casket to London on Tuesday, according to Buckingham Palace. The Queen's remains will lie in state as it arrives in the nation's capital until her funeral on Monday, September 19. The Queen will be driven to Windsor following the service in a hearse. At St. George's Chapel in Windsor, where Prince Philip is interred, she will be laid to rest. Both the funeral service for the late Duke of Edinburgh and the nuptials of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle in 2018 took place in the church on the grounds of Windsor Castle. The Queen will rest with her late husband at the King George VI Memorial Chapel. At the church, Princess Margaret's ashes and those of the Queen's parents were also interred. In April 2021, Prince Philip passed away at age 99. The Queen's deep grief on the passing of her husband of more than 70 years was described by Buckingham Palace. The Queen announces the passing of her loving husband with great grief, the palace said in a statement. The royal family joins in mourning his passing, it was further said. Due to coronavirus limitations last year, attendance at the funeral of the Duke of Edinburgh was restricted to just 30 people. He was buried beside the Queen, but his body will now be relocated from the royal vault at St. George's Chapel.